Finding my voice. 10 ways I practiced English speaking at home. Introduction. When I first started learning English, I had one big problem. I was too scared to speak. I always worried about making mistakes. I didn't want people to laugh at me or think I was not smart. But then I discovered 10 simple, fun ways to practice speaking alone at home. These methods changed everything for me. I used to think I needed a teacher, a native speaker, or a classroom to practice. But the truth is, the best classroom was right in my own home. I just had to use my imagination, curiosity, and consistency. Now, I want to tell you my story. I hope it will inspire you to find your own voice in English and to fall in love with speaking the language every day. Chapter 1. Talking to the mirror. My first step. I remember the first time I stood in front of the mirror and spoke in English. My heart was beating fast. I felt silly. I even looked around the room to make sure no one was watching me. But I took a deep breath and said, "Hello, how are you today?" I looked into my own eyes. And you know what? It felt real. Like I was speaking to someone. I wasn't just practicing English. I was practicing confidence. Why it works? You can see your face, your mouth, your emotions. You become aware of how you look when you speak. You're not afraid. It's just you and your reflection. You can monitor your body language, gestures, and voice. Every morning, I talk to the mirror for 5 to 10 minutes. I would say, "How are you? What will you do today?" Then I make up answers. Sometimes I talked about my dreams. Other times, I argued with myself like I was in a debate. Slowly, my English became more fluid, more expressive. I stopped judging myself. Chapter 2. Short audios, big results. I used to listen to long podcasts, but I got tired quickly. I couldn't keep up. Then I found something better, short audios. I started using websites like lo.org, BBC Learning English, and LinkU. I chose a short dialogue or a short monologue, something between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. Let's say the audio was, "Nice to see you again." "Nice to see you too." I didn't just listen once. I did the following. Step-by-step method. Listen to the full audio without stopping. Pick out stressed words and pause there. Imitate small phrases. "Nice to see you." Retell the audio in my own words. Record myself and compare. This method helped me develop a real rhythm in English. I started to hear the music of the language. I wasn't just understanding the words. I was feeling the flow. Chapter 3. Becoming my favorite actor. One day, I tried something that felt ridiculous. I watched my favorite movie character, Johnny English. Then I copied him. Let me clear up the uncertainty for you. You haven't. I said it with the same voice, the same face, the same gestures. I even did the eyebrow raise. At first, I laughed at myself. But then I realized something. Why this helps. You copy accent, gestures, emotions. You wear a mask and feel safe. You start to feel like a real English speaker. It becomes a game instead of a task. Soon, I tried copying Emma Watson, Tom Holland, Keanu Reeves. They became my secret English teachers. I learned how emotion changes tone, how pauses build suspense, and how confidence comes from pretending until it becomes real. Chapter 4. Sending voice messages. I didn't have native speaker friends, but I had a phone and voice messages. I started sending voice messages in English to myself and to a friend who was also learning. We made a rule, 1 message a day, no matter what. "Hi, today I walked in the park. It was sunny and I felt happy." We laughed, corrected each other, and encouraged each other. The best part? No pressure. It wasn't live. I could delete and try again. Benefits. Think first, then speak. Record and re-record. Save your recordings and track your progress. Share with a learning buddy and stay motivated. Chapter 5. Imitating English speakers speaking my language. This method made me laugh a lot. I imagined how English tourists speak my native language. For example, how they pronounce words with a British or American accent. I copied that accent. Then I switched to English, but kept the same pronunciation style. It was like magic. Suddenly, my English sounded more natural. Try this. Think about how English people speak your language. Imitate their accent. Speak English using that same voice. It helps your mouth get used to English sounds. And it makes pronunciation practice fun instead of frustrating. Chapter 6. The Power of Shadowing. Shadowing was the technique that really pushed me forward. It was difficult but powerful. What is shadowing? You listen to a short audio. You repeat the speaker's words immediately after them. You follow them like a shadow, just half a second behind. At first, I couldn't keep up, but I noticed something. I started catching intonation, word stress, and even accents naturally. Steps for effective shadowing. Choose a 1-minute audio clip. Listen once without speaking. Listen again and shadow closely. Repeat 3 to 4 times. Record yourself doing it. You become the voice you're listening to. Over time, your fluency, rhythm, and natural speaking improve dramatically. Chapter 7. Responding on the spot. I used to prepare for exams by memorizing answers. Then in the speaking test, I got asked, "What do you think about globalization?" And I froze. That's when I realized I needed to practice responding to unknown questions. How I practiced? I wrote random questions on flashcards. I shuffled them and picked one. I gave myself 5 seconds to think, then started speaking. I timed myself for 30 to 60 seconds. This built quick thinking, fluency, and confidence. I learned to say, "That's a great question. I haven't thought about it, but let me try." These little phrases saved me in real conversations. Chapter 8. Creating a private YouTube channel. I was shy. I didn't want people to hear me, but I still needed to practice speaking out loud. So I made a private YouTube channel. Each day, I uploaded a short video of me speaking. Sometimes I talked about my day. Other times, I answered one of my random flashcard questions. I watched the videos back. I noticed my pronunciation, my hesitation, my improvement. I felt proud. Why it helps? Tracks your growth. Builds daily speaking habit. Makes you comfortable speaking into a camera. Teaches you to express your thoughts clearly. Chapter 9. Thinking in English, one step at a time. Many teachers say, "Think in English." But how? My method. Start with simple words. Tree, man, phone, bag. Make phrases, a man on the phone. Form sentences, there's a man talking on the phone. I practiced this at the park, at the store, even while washing dishes. I spoke softly or in my head. Or I used headphones and pretended to be on a call. It became a habit. English became my second voice. Chapter 10. Practice, not perfection. All of these techniques helped me in one big way. They taught me that practice is more important than perfection. I made mistakes. I laughed at myself. I felt embarrassed. But I kept going. Speaking English is not about being perfect. It's about being brave and having fun. Conclusion, you can do it too. Today, I'm still learning, but I'm no longer afraid to speak. I enjoy it. I play with English. I use it every day. If I can do it alone at home, you can too. Start with one idea from this story. Maybe talk to the mirror. Maybe try shadowing. Maybe send one voice message today. Just take the first step. Your English voice is waiting. Subscribe for more inspiration. Your English journey continues here.